in my vices. Yeah, I'm a trap star, change the prices. Yeah, only for the right kind, bust down, you know. Bust down, bright shine, you know. Like I hustle hard in my vices. Yeah, I'm a trap star, change the prices. Yeah, only for the right kind, bust down, you know. Bust down, bright shine, you know. Like I hustle hard, yeah. Rollin' on Keisha, energy talk, yeah. Say that to meet you,
And we back. Just a True Level Boy podcast. It's your boy Fonz, and I'm finally here, with my co-host. Let them know who you are, man.
It's your boy Ro Rose, man. I'm here. I'm not a lover boy. That's right off the rip. I just gotta get that out there.
Well, we'll see.
I don't want nobody confusing them motherfuckers coming up to me like, oh, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, cool. I didn't know if this is a kid friendly.
It's definitely not a kid friendly.
It's definitely not a kid. But no, I'm here, man. I'm sorry I couldn't be here for the first time, but I'm in the building. I'm ready to talk about some love topics.
I was hoping you was gonna pull up. I was hoping you went on 95 today.
I would have potentially, if we didn't go out yesterday, I would have potentially been on 95 tomorrow because I take 95 to get to work.
Damn.
So that would have been ugly. For people that don't know, that's not in Philly. 95. I think a tanker exploded. I think a tanker underneath the bridge and collapsed 95, like a section of it on the northbound. And I think it did some damage to the southbound too.
Yeah, they probably shut all that shit down because it got to be unstable now.
Oh no, it definitely.
Ain't nobody messing with that. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with that, and it's gonna take them a long ass time. That traffic's gonna be nasty.
You know how crazy it's gonna be to get anywhere through Philly and 95 is not open.
Oh,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna just stay in the house.
I've been staying in the house.
So what you been up to, man? Obviously, besides us going out last night.
Oh man, last night was lit. Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Billy official birthday.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy motherfucking birthday, bro. I love you. Yeah, last night we was lit. I mean, we always turn up for B birthday for some reason. Like I guess because it's a summer birthday.
It's definitely a summer birthday.
Yeah, so
we'll never do shit for my joint. My joint be in the cold.
Yeah,
bro.
mine still so yeah.
That's why. That's why. They knew better than to give us summer birthday.
Yeah, you give us a summer birthday. Look what we do for the homie birthday.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
really
a wrap. We be in the fucking island somewhere.
Yeah. I was so lit yesterday, bro. I couldn't even tell you what happened after 11 o'clock.
I don't remember what happened. I came home and I woke up. That's it.
Like, damn, what happened?
Yeah, that's it.
And I had to work today, so I really was on.
You really,
I'm in zombie mode. But right now, I'm ready to, you know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
I'm ready to get lit again. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, so, came across this topic online. And Megan Thee Stallion. Everybody know, hot girl, you know. You know, she recently was spotted with a soccer player. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try.
I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to get canceled.
But it just seems like it's so soon.
Yeah.
After dealing with the trial and dealing with issues with party, it just seems like they gone.
Right.
Just like that, and she out spotted in public. So my question to you is she currently? Because she's young.
Yeah, she is young.
Is she currently just living out her whole phase? And it's just in the public eye,
right? So
everybody kind of like sees it because they ran down a list. I'm not gonna say all the names, but they ran down a little list,
right?
At the trial, you know,
potential,
you know.
Ooh, that's tough. First of all, I mean, is Megan her? I mean, I would say so. Like she, you know what? I'm gonna say this. These days, I think celebrities, because they so in the limelight, if they date multiple people, like you could look at like Selena Gomez, she was dating a lot of different guys.
Right.
You look at Taylor Swift, she was dating a lot of different guys.
Right.
So I think it's always like blown out of proportion when like they spotted out with somebody or like they kicking on somebody else because they celebrities. So everybody looking at what they doing.
Right. Fact.
But I think it's kind of natural to be like you dating somebody and then it don't work out, so you go date somebody else. Right. Like, what is she supposed to do? Like, you know, like guys don't do that. When we dating somebody, after we done, we move to the next.
Exactly.
We ain't sitting in the house pouting. Exactly. So I think a lot of women these days is like, man, I'm not crying over these dudes no more. Like,
right. Exactly. They're just moving on to the next.
Just going to the next one. And dudes is with it, man. Like, it ain't like how it used to be, where like, you know, guys be like a little more apprehensive about dating a girl that might have been dating a lot of different guys. Like, they like, yeah, this is my turn. This is my go.
Right, this is my turn.
You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie to you, Meg, if you see this,
and she pull up on you,
I can't afford you. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I can't afford you.
I would love you.
You gonna try though.
Love. If love is a form of payment, I will send that to you in abundance, bro. You will be rich forever.
Right.
Until you start getting on my nerves and then
and then it's alright. Then you keep it moving.
Saying I don't even believe in love though, but yeah. But no, I do think that she probably in her having fun, kind of city girl situation. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I ain't mad at it. Summertime.
Right. Why not?
Yeah, cause
why not? It just seemed like they was like in love. You feel me? I know the pressures of the case and the pressures of facts coming out, that might have made Party feel uncomfortable. For sure. Naturally, it would have made any guy feel uncomfortable with some of the details that was coming out. And she couldn't lie.
Nah. Well, she did lie first, right? Then she
initially, and then she changed. Now she's like, it's gonna come out anyway, so I gotta be real.
True. Yeah, that's corny though. Don't lie. Well, I guess she was trying to hold it down for him.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I can't blame her. Like she touching money that not a lot of people touching.
That's a fact.
She got access to the stars.
That's a fact.
She's fine as hell. She pretty. She bad. Megan is bad.
Yeah.
So it's like
without makeup too. Like
without makeup, naturally pretty and all that.
Pretty.
So I mean, if I was her, shit, I'm out there. You know, regardless of what it is, and it's not like she hiding behind like a curtain doing her shit. Like she own it. You know what I'm saying? Her, you know what I'm saying? City girls, they own it. They part of that whole revolution. So it's like. More power to it. To be honest with you,
but a lot of celebrities do that though. Like I remember back in the day, like Beyonce. Yeah. Before she got with Hov, everybody just think like Beyonce Hov.
Right.
But she was messing with Marcus Houston.
Exactly.
She was messing with Pharrell.
Exactly.
So it's like a lot of celebrities, especially like, I mean, you know, when you're in that world, you're going to get mixed up with other people. Kim Kardashian, we ain't going to get started on her.
We not going to get started.
But yeah, but I mean, like, I think it's important for, I think everybody in their life should have their whole phase.
Yeah.
I think, like, if you want to have a successful relationship down the line, have your whole face. Fellas, ladies, have your whole face. I'm telling you. Because it's going to come back to bite you on the ass later. It's going to haunt you. I'm telling you.
I don't know. What's your personal experience with a whole phase, though? Are you still in your whole phase?
I first of all... First of all, am I in my whole phase? I know, you know what? I'm out of my whole phase. Let me keep it a bang. I am out of my whole phase. Okay. But my whole phase was crazy, though. Okay. When I was doing my whole phase activities, I was a city boy for real. Okay. But I'm not like that no more, though. Okay. Because, you know what? That's what I say. Like, for men, it's a little harder for us to do, like, to have a whole phase.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Because... Well... All right, go ahead, get into it. Let's talk about it.
I mean... Me personally, Nah, I gotta agree with you. Me personally though, I never had a whole face.
I know you never had
a whole face. I never had a whole face. Like I never had a whole face physically, mentally, but physically, no. Everybody can dream. You know what I'm saying? Fact. Sometimes you can't even control it. So you know, you just happen to have random thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we human.
Exactly. That shit happens with everybody. Females.
We're not a robot.
Yeah, it's
but I mean, I just think like and. Your circumstance is different because y'all was together very young. You know what I mean? Y'all really like a storybook situation. Where it's like a lot of people don't get that. But for me, like, I'd have been in so many messed up relationships that like when I finally got out of a relationship, I was like, all right, I'm gonna just do me. But I was saying like, I really think it's harder because like, look, as a dude, this is what I think. As a dude, you going through your whole phase, right? So think about it. Like, if you date multiple women, most of the time, guys gotta pay for the dates. So that's already hitting you in the pockets, like financially. Women can be very emotional. Yeah. So you gotta like kind of like you're dealing with different personalities, different people. Right. You know what I mean? Time is a resource that a lot of us don't have, especially when you're on the grind. Yeah. So you trying to date this person is exhausting. Trying to keep up with all the lies, trying to keep up with
all the lies.
No, because it's gonna come.
That is facts, though.
It's gonna come.
You got to embellish the truth.
You have to, because at the end of the day, like this, you might meet a girl that you're 100% transparent with. You might be like, look, she cool, like we just doing us. I might talk to other people, and she might be with it. But then it's gonna be other girls that's like, I'm not with that. I want you exclusively to myself.
Right, 100%. And even if they say in the beginning, like, no, it's cool. eventually they're gonna be like, no, fuck all this.
That's a fact.
I need you here. I need more time.
That's a fact.
It should just be me. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. So I think it's harder for guys to go through their whole phase.
Right.
But I do think it's still important for everybody. And I know whole phase sound like crazy.
It do sound crazy, but it is what it is. It's
like get out there and date, because you have like, and I'm not saying you gotta be going out here sleeping with everybody. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, I think it's healthy to get out there and date and explore and see what's out there, play the field a little bit, so
get out there,
get some experience,
figure out what you want.
Yeah,
you know,
if you don't go through that, and then you with one person, it's like you gonna have no moments where you gonna, like, it's called FOMO, right? Yeah. Like fear of missing out type shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, at least if you get out there, you know it's out there. You like, all right, it ain't for me. This person is for me. And you never kind of wondering what if. You know what I mean?
And when you accumulate the type of years that I done accumulated, it's like that does pop up.
Speaking of that, congratulations.
Thank you.
Big time anniversary. Yeah. That's big.
14 years. Is a long ass time. Long ass time.
Damn.
Yeah, we got together as babies.
Damn, you came out the womb. You the one. That's tough. Wait, all right, so let me ask you this. 14 years. That's a long time. Right?
Long
so
time.
14 years I've been married. So how long do you think out of that time how long did it take you to realize she was the one?
Within that,
was it instant or was it?
No, it wasn't instant.
Okay.
Cause I'm the type where I gotta take my time in a relationship. I can't just jump in and I love you type. So I would say it took maybe like 2 years.
Okay.
From when we got together. Not obviously not into marriage. I ain't gonna be like I want to marry you and actually marry you and still be unsure. I'm not doing that.
Nah, that's
but
crazy.
like into our relationship, it took me a solid like year and a half, 2 years to finally be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Because I still had to flush high school out my system.
Yeah, high school was crazy.
And then
shout out to high school.
I had to shout out. And then I had to adjust the work life. We had to adjust to living together.
Yeah.
And so once you kind of like get a hold of all that and things start to level out, then you can really kind of like, in my opinion, you can really develop those deep feelings, and that's kind of like when it happened for me. Like a year and a half, 2 years, we was living together. We was out of school, so we didn't have that distraction.
Right.
It was more like how it would be later on in life with working, coming home to each other. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, yeah, she the one. She the one. And it's carried over.
Hey,
I hope she still feel the same.
I mean, hey, you gotta get her on the pod.
I know it has.
Get her perspective on the joke. But no, 14 years is crazy, bro. But that's like, ladies. That goes to show it's good men out here.
We out here.
It's good men out here that will love you, take care of you, treat you right. I'm not him. I'm not. But it is a good man. Fonz is a testament to that. So.
You might have to catch him before his whole phase.
Yeah, you
don't catch him during.
You
don't catch him during.
Yeah.
And then after risky too, because he might have some remnants of past relationships.
Oh man.
Might have some children, after.
You know what? I'm so bitter and jaded. It's never like, I don't even know if I could ever make a relationship work ever again. I'm giving it a being like, I done had so many bad relationships, messy relationships. That's like, that shit. Being in a relationship is exhausting. Like, it takes work.
You telling me.
I know. You the king. You the authority on it. Oh, you should write a book. Well, I guess the podcast is a good.
I guess.
But no, that shit is work, bro. Like work. And my thing is the risk to reward ratio is low because you could put in all this work with one person in a relationship. Yeah. And not at the end of it, get nothing out of it.
That's facts. Like, I mean, but that's a risk with anybody, especially with marriage. Because it's like you can dedicate yourself and you can build and you can get properties, you can get cars, you can save all this money, and then somebody could wake up and be like, yo, I'm out. I don't want to do this. And then it's like, you got to split that shit right down the middle. It don't really matter who. And it's not, sometimes it's not even down the middle. Sometimes it's just like, they taking 80% of your shit. And it just is what it is.
And then you find yourself at a Holiday Inn, mad as shit, drinking
not Holiday Inn.
You find yourself in your man's basement, like, yo. 6 months. And I'm going to be out of here. Don't even worry about it.
Pull up with a 6-pack of Corona every day. Like, shit is real. God,
no, I definitely think like with with the Meg situation. Do you, baby? Like, do you date who you want? Get out there, see what's out there. Cause it's definitely like.
And own it like you've been doing. Own it. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Ain't nothing wrong with the whole phase.
Can't nobody take that away from you. Like, you doing
right,
good.
right.
And there's a negatives. We ain't trying no new ground here, but it's always that negative stigma of like if a woman date multiple guys, she's a guy.
If a guy do it, they big up.
He big homie on you know what I mean. So
why is that though?
I think it was. I'm getting into my conspiracy bag.
Okay.
I think that was a orchestrated thing set up by men to keep women to keep women in a certain position.
I agree with you.
Because it benefits men the most.
Right.
Because it's like, I want to do what I want to do.
Right.
But I don't want you to do what you want to do.
Right. To be out here.
So I could keep you in the corner and go do what I want. And then if you do try to step out, I'm gonna call you all types of names.
Right.
I'm gonna call you a hoe. I'm gonna call you a thigh. I'm gonna call you.
Right. I'm embarrassed you, quote unquote.
And so that way, so I don't even have to say that. Like I don't have to do nothing to keep you in your place. Like you gonna stay in your place.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like more women, because women sneaky. Like don't get it twisted. They still do what they do. You know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, I think it's like that stigma was created by men to be like, yo, this is how you keep your girl, you know, staying on the straight and narrow while you do whatever you want. So
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
But it's cool. You know what I mean? It's a cool world out here, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with the whole phase, man. You gotta do you know, switch it up.
Just use protection, man, because you don't want to be, you know what I mean? Like I said, you ain't got to sleep with every one, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely don't. You definitely don't.
I don't see with everyone. But you definitely want to, if you are sleeping with multiple partners, use protection. Use protection, because that is hella important. Use protection. You don't want to be at the clinic. I'm not talking from personal experience either. I don't want anybody thinking like that. I'm just saying, like, you don't want to be at the clinic, you know what I mean, salty, because, you know what I mean.
Because you out here burning.
Yeah.
you don't want that cut and dry. You just out here burning.
You know what I mean? Hottest in the city, man. You know what I mean?
Because I know a lot of y'all, man, y'all be switching bodies like y'all switch shoes.
Woo!
Speaking of that, man.
Right.
Let's get into the kick of the week.
Oh, kick of the week. Let's go.
Oh shit, wait, bank account, yeah, game weight, yeah, oh no,
Yeah, man. So sneaker of the week was the Jordan 1 Retros, the wash black. Did you see them?
Yeah, they look real clean, man.
Them Jones is fire.
I might have to grab.
Listen, when I seen them drop, I was hoping that the resellers wasn't gonna go crazy and buy them all up, but I think I've still seen a few in the store, but they definitely one of my favorite ones to drop this year.
Right.
And I love the color scheme, like the kind of charcoal gray, kind of dark color smoke. I think ones is like they just like lit right now.
You can't go wrong with the OG ones.
Nah, you can't.
Any type of one, you can't go wrong.
Right now, one of my favorite ones. I got a lot of ones, but I really am feeling the wash black. So if y'all had the chance to copy, because resellers is messing up the sneaker game, and I'm here to say it. Resellers, y'all messing up the sneaker game because y'all buying up all the sneaks, and then you can't get sneakers no more. So just letting y'all know, stop. Stop. If y'all want the fade, we can catch the fade, but stop.
You know who messing up the sneaker game for his own sneaker? Ja Morant. What's up with your man, dog? What's up with your man?
That's my man. I ain't gonna lie, Ja is my man.
He got caught on the ground with another guy. I'm just trying to figure out, like, Ja just signed his contract, man.
Right.
His family's set. His family's set for life.
For life.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Why even promote that? Why even put yourself out there like that? Why? The people around him clearly don't care. They don't understand that if something happens with his career, the bag stops. You know what I'm saying?
True.
The bag stops. So it's like, I don't get it. Like,
I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm on the other side of it, bro. Like I kind of get it. Like he had a nigga moment, and like, you know what I mean? And the sad part is like we all have them. I ain't gonna say all, but black people, if you don't know what a nigga moment is, go watch Boondocks. But a nigga moment is when a rationally, usually logical black man run into some straight nigga shit, and you just can't get away from it. So it's like, I think that in that situation,
right.
he had a nigga moment. Like, he was chilling with his homies. He was on Instagram Live. And what do? Like, a lot of a lot of the black community look up to rappers. We look up to, the hip hop community, and they love flashing guns.
Facts.
So it's like, why wouldn't Ja look up, like, who Ja constantly referencing?
Yeah.
NBA Youngboy.
Yeah.
NBA Youngboy be on all of his videos with guns, choppers, Dracos. He got arrested for guns.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not saying what he's doing is right. He do need to understand, but he also a young kid. Like, he got into that situation not too long ago before that with the employee at Finish Lines with his mom.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wasn't that mad at that situation because, like, somebody disrespects your mom,
right,
you gonna go see him.
Facts.
So it's like, I don't know, like, Ja, I think he need to. I'm kind of on, I'm like, Ja need to chill, but also I feel like the NBA be like, they overreaching, bro.
They do. Like, the NBA, I know the NBA be stalking these players because it like, when it's all said and done, the NBA is investing in players. So when you sign that contract, it's like your personal life, like the stuff you do is kind of like an open book for them.
But does that make it okay?
It don't make it okay, but with the contract, does it make it like, does it make it acceptable?
You don't own me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like your job telling you, like, that's like you post something on your personal social media, and then let's say somebody that was working for the post office.
Yeah.
Let's say you working for the post office, but in your personal time you decided to post like something on your personal social media.
Yeah.
Is it cool for the post office to be like, yo, I seen that joint you posted on your gram, like, we gonna suspend you for 2 weeks?
Depending on what it is, like, if you pull up it with a FedEx outfit on, then they might they may be like, "Fuck you doing?"
Yeah, yo, you hang with the ops, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, bro. I don't know. To me, it's like, and I think a little bit, like, not to bring that up and old stuff, but like, I feel like the same thing about the Kyrie situation.
Yeah.
Like, Kyrie reposted a documentary.
Yeah.
And he was like getting all this scrutiny, and like, the NBA was like, nah, you can't do this. Mind you, let's be 100% honest. The NBA ain't clean and none of this. Like,
no, not at all.
They not, like,
they
the
sweep
NBA
a lot under the
Nike.
Yeah.
Nike got sweatshops over in other countries and all that.
Facts.
They, like, so the NBA, they pick and choose who they can, when they want to be righteous and all, like, you know what I mean, holier now, and then other times they like, nah, this ain't cool, we can't. We gonna ignore this, sweep this under the rug.
Right.
So like, to me,
whatever hurt their pockets more, that's what they pay
gonna
more attention to. Yeah.
So they can ignore that, and a lot of companies do it. Disney do it. Yeah. Disney, they all, Disney was like, oh, we so pro black, blah 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 blah.
Right.
But then when it went to like stuff like Star Wars in China, they covered up the black character face, or like Black Panther, they made him wear the mask instead of having the actual Chadwick Boseman.
Right.
So it's like a lot of companies do that, and I don't really like that. Like, the hypocrisy ain't cool.
Right.
So I mean, to me, it's like, if Ja wanted to, because what if he was a licensed gun owner? Does that matter?
I mean, he probably is.
I mean, I know the second incident. I know the first incident. I'm not sure the first incident or the second incident, but I know one of the incidents, he was actually on the road. So he violated like a contract stipulation where you can't bring a weapon on like NBA property, like the plane.
Right.
So that I can understand.
Yeah.
But if he's like just at his crib in the off season,
right, and
he just like he want to show off like
he
just purchased and it's a legal weapon,
right?
Why is that a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing because one, Ja. I mean, he's going down a bad road now, but Ja could have been the face of the league. And when you got that type of momentum behind you, when you got that type of skill level,
right,
and when you got that type of presence amongst young kids or just the community in general, the limelight is on you,
right,
to represent the NBA. Whether or not you want to or not, whether or not you just want people to leave you alone and just let people be you.
Right.
You still represent the company because you play for the NBA. You represent the Memphis Grizzlies. That's your team. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just like in a company, if you step out of line and post something crazy, and somebody sees it or somebody hears about it, you will get fined or you will get fired. There's plenty of people that done said some random shit online or something like that, and they got canned.
But I don't agree with that though. Look, if you do, this is my standpoint. If you're doing something illegal, now if that gun was illegal, it wasn't like, or something to that effect, then I can understand why the NBA is like, tight about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if it's legal and it's not like any criminal activity, anything like that, then I feel like what I post on my social media, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when the NBA signed that contract, like, do you own me now? Like, you own my likeness, you own my free time, you own my what I do with my family. Because, like again, to make the analogy with the Kyrie situation, all he did was reposted a documentary that was on Amazon.
Right.
And they felt like they had enough control over him to tell him he can't post a documentary that was from Amazon.
Right.
And now I feel like it's the same situation with Ja's. Like, Ja flashed the gun on his Instagram Live, which, whatever, however you feel about it. But, like, my thing is, like, okay, was that some criminal activity?
Right.
Why is that a negative outlook? Like, we live in America where guns are legal. Right. So it's like, was that a legal firearm? So, like, that's where I'm, like, kind of, like, on the fence where I'm, like, the NBA, they pick and choose when they want to pick with their players, and I just can't. I ain't with that.
Like you said, all big companies do it. I mean, Nike pulled Kyrie's shoe completely. They were gonna pull Ja's shoe,
right?
But they ended up not pulling Ja's shoe, and it sold out
like crazy.
It sold out like crazy
because he's got a fan base that's willing to support him.
Exactly, and I know they're gonna regret it. Especially when he gets suspended, like they talking about, he gonna get suspended. They're gonna regret leaving the shoe up and what they did to Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. They pick and choose. They kind of like, they bully who they want to bully, and like, I don't agree with the sentiment that you can control me and my free time. Like I said, if it's criminal activity, that's one thing. Yeah. If I show a brick of cocaine on my Instagram Live, then I can understand the NBA being like, whoa, you wildin'. Right. But, like, if I flash a legal firearm or I post a documentary, like, you don't own me. So it's like, that's valid. I just signed a contract stating, like, at the end of the day, like, the NBA, like, is a job. I go out there to perform on the court. Like, what AI said, you talking about practice, not the game. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So it's like, my job is to go out there and perform every night on the court, put up buckets, whatever. Right. And, like, the whole argument of, like, oh, he's a role model, it's like, Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA and he had a gambling problem. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? He had a lot going on that they swept under the rug because he was the face of the NBA. You know what I mean? And they ignored it. Or was like, yo, chill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even like, not to get into my conspiracy bag, but it's a conspiracy that the reason he retired the first time was because of the gambling addiction and a lot of situations going on, and then he ended up coming back once things cooled down. Right. But it's like the NBA. That's what I'm saying. They pick and choose who they want to, bully, what they want to do. Right. And I just don't think they should have that type of control. I couldn't imagine my job calling me like, yo, why you was posting that bottle on your Instagram? Like,
I couldn't imagine that. That's facts. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but we talk about with these big companies, with these athletes and stuff like that. We talk about the influence that they have on the community, specifically young children. And for a young child to see a superstar in their eyes, and to see them do something like flash a gun. We constantly have issues with gun violence around, especially in Philadelphia, specifically in Philadelphia. How can that in any way positively affect the mind of a young kid that's watching their star flash? They gonna think that it's the thing to do, right? And me personally, like I'm a gun owner. Like I got a gun because of the city that we live in. Right. I gotta protect my family.
Yeah, shout out to Philly for the being just riddled with gun violence. Like I don't know what's.
I don't understand it, especially when it gets warm.
I understand it. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I really do understand it.
You understand it?
Of course. That's why I was saying like I don't really believe that role model argument because it's like. At the end of the day, it's a lot of NBA stars that don't do that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of, but in the black community, and like in the black community, black people only support 3 things, right? They got this stigma that they only support. The black people uplift athletes, entertainers, and criminals, drug dealers, hitters, whatever you want to call them. Those are the 3 people. They don't push academics. They don't push getting trades. They don't push being a doctor, a lawyer, architect, plumber, electrician, surgeon, psychiatrist. They don't push any of that. Right. The most talked about thing is who's the best athlete, and you see it even in the schools.
Right.
And the schools, in black communities and black schools, predominantly black schools, the football star, the basketball star, they ball in the school.
Right.
You don't hear too much talk about the guy that's getting straight A's or the guy that's got, excelling in math or calculus or whatever.
Right. You never hear about it.
You never hear about that. And I think a lot of people need to look at our music.
Right.
Look at our entertainment.
Right.
You could look at shows like Power. Power is a huge show among the black community.
Right.
But what is the main focus?
Right.
Selling drugs, criminal activity.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people try to point fingers at people like, let's say, like, 50 Cent. Like, oh, he just, making shows reflecting his stuff. But it's like, 50 rich now. He don't have to make shows like that no more.
Right, he doesn't.
You know what I mean? Like, so to me, that whole like job flashing the gun, that's just a drop in the bucket of the real influence on our community, which is our hip hop music. Is all about sliding on the ops, doing the drill, shooting at hating ass dudes, blah 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 blah.
Right.
You don't hear them on there talking
or fucking
about
hoes.
Yeah, or fucking hoes, demeaning women,
right,
selling drugs, criminal activity. It's like, I don't think job flashing a gun is really moving the goal line that crazy to be like having the kids like, oh, I seen John Moran flash a gun, so I'm gonna go shoot some people up.
Right.
No, let's look at the music that he's listening to. Who he listening to?
Right.
Probably listening to, well, Dirk kind of switched his style, but NBA YoungBoy, whatever.
Right, right.
And ain't no shade. I like their music, but there's a lot of violence in their music. There's a lot of negativity in their music.
Right, and that influence, a lot of people devalue their influence. So rappers, especially rappers, specifically rappers, they got such a hold on these young kids, man.
But that's by design though too, because if you look at the trajectory of hip hop started out positivity, like fight the power.
True.
You know what I mean? It was a reflection of basically standing up against demand and oppression.
Right.
Standing, showing like what's going on in the community.
Right.
Then it transitioned from gangster rap to drug rap to now we at a point where it's all about violence. You know what I mean? And it's like, but we also can't ignore the marketing behind it. Like
it's the big companies that highlight those things just to push the agenda.
And that's what, and you know what I mean? Like who's these big companies? The NBA part of that. Right. You know what I mean? You look at these halftime shows, they be having them same rappers that be doing that type of stuff.
Facts.
Or performing at these halftime shows,
right.
paying millions of dollars.
Or sitting courtside.
Putting the camera on them. Oh,
right.
Who we got here, who we got there.
Right.
So that's why I said the hypocrisy is unreal. And they don't get a pass because they try to like point the finger at Ja for not being a role model. It's like, are y'all the role model? Like, stop it, man. So I think, but as far as like my city, the gun violence is crazy.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, but it's like when are things gonna change? Like who's gonna step up and really sit down, talk to stars, talk to athletes, talk to talk to kids that might be misguided in the streets of Philadelphia, and really sit down and tell them like, look, this isn't it. People try to make attempts, so I can't discredit every rapper. I can't discredit every athlete. People try to make attempts, but it's not what's pushed.
Right.
But when is enough enough? Like I'm tired of turning on the news and hearing 4 kids got shot, 5 kids got shot, a 60-year-old man got killed, a 35-year-old mom and daughter got killed. Like,
didn't something just happen? I mean, that wasn't in Philly, but something just happened in like Virginia where somebody shot up a graduation. Or something.
Yes,
that's
like
crazy.
This is the most important day for the kid up to this point,
right, to graduate,
and you get shot at your graduation.
At your graduation,
where you're supposed to be getting celebrated. I just don't understand it. Like gun violence, it doesn't make sense. I understand self-defense, and I understand that people
being a responsible gun owner.
Yeah, I understand that people are territorial, but I honestly think a lot of this gun violence is ego driven.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's ego. I think is the cool thing to do. You look, like I said, you look at drill rap.
Yeah.
Drill rap is big in You go on YouTube and type in drill music. These videos is getting hundreds of millions of views.
Right, and everybody got a tech.
And everybody is.
Everybody got an AI.
They got the glizzy. They got the strap. And only thing they talking about on there is sliding on the ops, shooting the ops, doing the drill, running down on it. So it's like, of course, like if I'm a young kid, because when I was a young kid, I was looking up to the rappers and the athletes and all that too. It wasn't until I got older, I was like, hold up, something ain't right about this. This like almost by design that they want to keep us focused on this type of stuff instead of pushing the stuff that's really important. Right. So like, I can't like, you know, I can hold the youth accountable, but it's also like, we gotta hold the people accountable. Like nobody's gonna save us. Like you know what I mean? Like you know, everybody looking like, oh, we gotta vote the right president in, or we got. It's like no, the people. Like it start with you and your community. Like, are you keeping your block clean and safe? Are you telling the young boys in your block like, yo, stop with all the dumb shit. Like get out of here with that. Like this is my community. Right. I'm gonna protect my block. One of the things I can say on the block that I grew up on, and I was fortunate enough to buy a property on that same block. That block is very much like we are a family in a way. Like we're not gonna let somebody come on the block and start doing some dumb stuff. We gonna call them on it. Not that we like gonna call the cops or nothing. We gonna approach them ourselves like, yo, you wildin', what is you doing?
Right, like this is our neighborhood.
This our neighborhood, it's our block. We don't have that no more. Like we don't have people that are willing to stand up. Like they so scared of the violence or they so scared of the repercussions. Right. That they don't want to stand up. But you have to. You have to. Like and them small drops will start adding up and start filling that bucket. Mm-hmm. And we could really start seeing the change. But I definitely, like I said, I hate that the city is down bad like that. I hate the violence. And not just Philly, it's a lot of cities. But like I said, I got to look at the influences in the people and the culture. And the culture is down bad, man. Right. There's just no way to spend it. The culture is down bad. Right. So to the people, start highlighting positivity. Start highlighting peace and love. Stop all of the dumb shit.
Right. I mean, I pray for positivity and unity. We'll see. Hopefully the tide starts to change direction and things get better. I know I'm tired of funerals. You know, I'm tired. I'm like I said, I don't even watch the news anymore until sports. To be honest, because I'm just depressing. Not. Yeah, like I'm not trying to hear none of this. You know, so stop taking shots unless it's liquor. With that, we gonna get into a new segment.
Yeah, chill and spill. Chill or spill.
Chill or spill. Both.
This Casamigos starting to catch up with me.
So break down the game for me, man.
All right, so basically it's truth or dare, but instead of basically doing a dare, we're gonna do shots. You know what I mean? So basically the way it works is I'm gonna ask you some questions and vice versa, and you decide whether you want to spill the tea or you gonna chill and just take a shot. Right. You know what I mean? So let's get into the questions. First question. Alright, which of the homies, is there any of the homies' significant other that you ever found attractive? Or a friend? And you ain't got a name drop, but
I'm gonna just take the shot.
You gonna
take the shot. For my own sake.
We ain't trying to lose no friends over the pod.
We definitely not.
But my man did have his one. No, I'm like, but no, when I say significant others either too, I'm not talking about like some little, you know what I mean, John that he was
not some little like, John. You talking about girl, no, we talking about serious type. Right. Bro. What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I'm gonna take the shot.
Yeah, man. I don't even know why you had that question.
But look, that's a shout out to my homies. That mean my homies really be having. I'm gonna take the shot. I was just about to incriminate myself.
You definitely was. Like, you just making it worse. Just take the shot.
Alright, boom. Niggas gonna be on my line. Like, yo, you bitch ass nigga.
For real, like, I knew you was looking at it too hard. What you doing? What you doing? Use my number.
Oh man, stop being a hater, man. She was like, I mean, if she won't fuck with the homie, no.
Oh my god.
Don't do that, man. Stick to the bro code.
Come on, just go after the sister.
Speaking of bro code, okay. Next question. let's say your your best friend was dating your sister.
Okay.
And you and your best friend went, let's say I went to Miami for a crazy weekend. Are you going to violate the bro code, or are you going to stick true blue and tell your sister what popped off?
And it's your sister?
And it's your sister.
First off, when guys go to Miami, I just want y'all to notice, when guys go to Miami, we just drink and we read the Bible.
That's it.
And pray. We don't.
I'm glad y'all know that.
Nothing goes on in Miami, for real. Don't let the public gas y'all. Nothing goes on.
They think it's stuff. But
they think we be wilding, but
I think church service usually be done around like 7 to 8, and that's pretty much it.
I say we get something to eat. It's already hot. Like,
you go to the gym, work out in the morning, do a run on the beach, and that's pretty much it, man. That's what we did in Miami. Man.
That's what we did. That's what I can remember of what we did.
Do you stick to the bro code, or do you family first?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a tough one.
I'm just trying to think, because I got a sister, like.
Yeah. But you also got best friends.
I also got best friends.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I don't know. Blood kind of. Fuck. That's a good one.
So you
that's a good one, because it's like, for example, you my brother, so it's like. God damn. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm taking a shot. Because
I can't really say, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I say some shit and then they're like, yo.
Because it's a lot of variables too. Because you might not have a good rapport with that family member. With your sister,
well,
you might not have a good rapport.
Hypothetically speaking, in this scenario, you cool with your sister rapport. And that's your right hand man. So I'm gonna take the shot. How long? Because I ain't spilling shit.
How long did you know the boy? I mean, if it's your right hand man, it gotta be years and gotta be years and.
That's your right hand man.
Damn. Yeah. But that's my blood though. That's my sister.
We going sis?
I'd do anything for my family. Like
you're
blood,
a snake.
So
Alright. Fonz a snake. Violated the bro code. Dog.
I gotta protect my family.
Violated the bro code. Damn, that's crazy.
Gotta protect my family.
Thank
and
God.
just hope that they do the same shit for me. So they do the same shit for me.
Violating the bro code.
Because if I hear some shit, my sister went down to fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
New Orleans or something like that, and some shit popped off. And I'm like, hey, yo, like.
What'd you tell? All right, so, boom, flip it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see you and your sister, y'all going to vacation. Mm-hmm. Boom. Your sister started wilding out. You telling your man? That's why I took the shot, because I'm not. I'm going to take the shot. Take the shot, man.
Because
that's too crazy. It's too crazy. All right. Boom.
Y'all just be morally right. Please. Don't put people in these predicaments to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Or just do a better job of hiding the shit. Because people going to do what they want regardless. Just come on. Like, don't put me in no spot like that.
That's real shit, though.
Because I might flip-flop depending on the day. If it's cold outside, I might be like, man, you ain't shit for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's hot, I might be like, I get it, man.
I can't violate I don't know, bro. I can't violate the bro code.
That's a tough ass question because it's a family member.
That's what I'm saying. That like your sister is.
If it's like two friends, it's different.
Yeah. All right.
If it's two friends, it's different. I think if it's a female friend and a male friend, I feel like it's different.
So if it was your brother, you saying like your brother and it was and you had your girl best friend? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cause that's crazy. You gonna violate the bro code for real?
No. I mean, not if you take the relative portion out of it. Okay. Like if they both not your blood, they just friends.
Hold on, you making up a whole nother question.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like if you take the blood out of it, you take the blood out of it, then it's a whole different joke.
That was not the question.
It's a whole different joke. All right, go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. I'm just trying to save face. Let's go to the next one. I'm just trying to save face.
All right, man.
God dang.
Next question. The next question is, okay. Next question is, God damn. We have to edit this part.
I'll leave this.
Some shots was hitting me, bro. All right. Next question. For Chill and Spill. Would you rather? Okay. have you ever been in a situation where your lady went through your phone and caught you doing something you had no business doing?
Yeah, but that's everybody do some dumb shit every now and
So
then.
you gonna chill or you gonna spill? You gonna talk about the situation? Dun dun dun. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Hold on.
Alright, go ahead, spill it.
I don't just be doing dumb shit.
Spill it, man. Spill it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, take this shot. Listen, I'll tell it. I don't give a fuck. I'll spill it. I got caught up. Yeah, I mean, I got caught up a couple times, to be honest with you. Bro, right. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, bro, I had a situation where, and she gonna kill me if she see this, but I had a situation where my girl, we was beefing, but she was still, like, kicking it with my grandma. Like, cause I'm real close to my grandma. So, like, even though me and her was, like, broken up, she still was, like, kicking it with my grandma. So she was hanging with my grandma, and she went through my grandma's phone to see if I was, I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. This is all fake. Like, she went through my grandma's phone to see if I was, like, if it was something in her phone, like, that incriminate me. That's how, like...
And it was some shit in her phone to
incriminate some shit.
So she knew what she was doing. She knew what to check. God damn. Stop using your grandma's phone.
No,
you know your grandma don't play that. She don't play that.
My grandma was on some op shit. Cause she was...
That's a grandma.
Cause she hanging with the ops, first of all.
Oh my God.
And niggas don't play about their grandma, but you hanging with the ops, so you wild. Oh so grandma, if you see this, stop hanging with the ops. No, I'm just playing. No, it's some real shit though. Don't hang with the ops. But yeah, I've been in a couple situations where I got caught up going through my phone. Yeah, so don't cheat, man. It's not cool. Cheating ain't cool. So, you know what I mean? Cheating ain't cool.
You done brought grandma mind to it.
Yeah, man. I'm with grandma about, man. All right, so that's the end of chilling spill, man.
That was
done.
it. Like,
you lost, nigga. You took 3 shots.
I ain't say nothing.
This ain't gonna come back to bite me,
Cups
man.
is empty. I'm picking the questions next time. Fuck all that.
Lost.
Fuck all that.
He lost. 3 shots in. He's done.
My questions is gonna be simple. You ain't got to face no repercussions.
My questions. I'm coming with the real shit. I want to know.
You gonna come with the heat.
I'm coming with the drama. Now I just playing.
Jesus Christ.
But no, that was I like that.
Yeah, I fuck with that. That was good.
Well, chill and spill, man. Is y'all gonna chill, take the shot, or y'all gonna spill it? So you already know what time it is, man.
Well, I mean, it's been a good episode, man. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get something to eat.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
I got the nasty ass quesadillas from last night. Them just nasty shit.
You was fucking them up though.
I was fucking them. I ain't gonna lie. I was lit. I was fucking them Jones up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You want to talk about you on the diet? Fuck all them Jones up. Ain't half my fries.
No, I ate all them fries. You should have said that. You say, yo, you want these? Whoever wants some fries? You can't offer me the fries.
And then you went and took half the joint.
I said, yo, all right,
bet.
Say less. You don't need these joints. You kept, I ain't gonna eat all these. All right. Like, you volunteer. You can't offer niggas some fries. The nigga can take 1 fry. That's crazy.
That's fact.
Taking 1 fry is crazy.
That's fact. Man, I'm glad I had them fries though, because I'd have been dead. Man. All them damn shots.
Sure.
All them shots.
But shout out to the fam. Please like, share, subscribe.
You already know
we
got to build up. We got to build up. You know.
Sir.
And y'all playing too. I think we only got 10 subscribers.
Well, what the fuck? What y'all doing,
we only
man?
got like 20 likes.
Subscribe, dog. What y'all need? What y'all want me to wash y'all cars on? Like, what y'all want?
They probably will.
Alright, I'm not gonna.
I do my shit wise.
Y'all can definitely subscribe, man. Show some love. We just trying to build. We trying to grow.
Right.
And if nothing, if we get nothing else, we had a good time. So
exactly. Y'all can share ideas with us too.
Yes, sir. Hit us up. DM us. Instagram Real Rose. Instagram
King Evans 89. Or you could just DM the True Level Boy podcast
page. Yeah, you already know. So like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.
You already know. We see y'all next time.
Peace.
105 in my vices, yeah, I'm a trap star, change the prices, yeah, only for the right kind, bust down, you know, bust down, bright shine, you know, like I hustle hard in my vices, yeah.